My name is Renilda, and I'm a Christian. Since a long time, I've been having conflicts with myself. The questions that I would like to ask today are mostly like maybe assumptions or like things where I've been influenced from people. Like my first question, it's about pig. Uh, Basically, I would like to know what exactly is the meaning of haram. Like, is for a religion like Islam, it won't accuse anyone of being wrong, yeah? It wouldn't say something to be so wrong. Why is pig haram? Because I had attended a Christian convention, and over there it was told, like there was this priest who was saying that why is pork haram in Islam. He gave an example, saying that like the same rubbish, it was used as manure for the plants. The plants, like supposing it was a mango tree, the mango grew, the roots had absorbed the same nutrients, the same rubbish, it grew into mango, and we consume it. So how is it different from consuming it in pork and the mango?
Sister asked a question that what is the meaning of haram and why is pork haram in Islam? And she gave the example of the priest, a Christian priest who said that manure, which is dirt and filth, is used by the tree grows, and then mango comes and we eat mango. Trying to say that even if you eat the filth of the pork, it may be good for someone else, may not be good for others. That's what it means to say. So in Islam it's haram, but Christianity it's allowed. Sister, first I'll tell you the meaning of haram means prohibited, means forbidden. Haram in Islam means prohibited, it means forbidden. I will answer your question of the priest first, and then I'll come to the real reason why pork is haram. The priest gave the example that manure is supposed to be dirt and filth, is healthy for the tree, and when the tree grows, it gives mango and we eat the mango. Trying to say that maybe it's haram for Muslims, but good for Christians. If you compare the manure, which is filth for the human beings, it may be good for the plants, because plants and human beings are two different beings. They aren't the same. They are different. But in Islam and Christianity, the human beings are the same. We may follow different religions, but what is good for one human being as a general thing is good for the other human being, unless he has certain problems. For example, if he has diabetes, then sugar may not be good for him, but normally sugar is good. It gives you energy. Unless he has some problem, then it may not be good for him. But as far as general human beings are concerned, the rule for all the human beings, what is good and bad, is the same. So you can't give the example of manure is good for some and not good for other. What we have to see, we have to go to the guide. What does the guide tell us? And we'll try and analyze what does the guide tell us. The guide in Christianity, it is the Bible. The guide in Islam is the Quran. When we read the Quran, there are no less than 4 different places where the Quran says pork is prohibited. Allah says in the Quran, in Surah Baqarah chapter 2 verse 173, in Surah Ma'idah chapter number 5 verse number 3, in Surah Anam chapter number 6 verse number 145, and Surah Nahl chapter number 16 verse number 115, Hurrimat alaykumul maytutu waddamu walamun khinzir, wama uhilla li ghayril bi. Forbidden for you for food are dead meat, blood, the flesh of swine, and any food on which any name besides Allah's name is taken. So your Quran says in no less than 4 different places that eating the flesh of pig, pork, is prohibited. Similarly, if you read the Bible in no less than 3 different places says pork is prohibited. Bible says in the book of Leviticus, chapter number 11, verse number 7 and 8, that thou shalt not eat the flesh of swine, nor touch its carcass. It's unclean for you. A similar message is given in the book of Deuteronomy chapter number 14 verse number 8. Though the swine has cloven foot and it chews not the cud, it is unclean for you. Similarly, it's mentioned in the book of Isaiah chapter number 65 verse number 2 to 5 that you should not have the flesh of swine. So Bible says in no less than 3 different places that you should not have the flesh of swine. And Jesus Christ, peace be upon him, said in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter number 5, verse number 17 to 20, that think not that I have come to destroy the law of the prophets. I have come not to destroy but to fulfill. For anyone who breaks one of the least commandments shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. That means if you break one law, one jot or tittle from the Old Testament, you shall not enter Jannah. So as a Christian, if you believe in the Bible, then eating pork is prohibited for you, is forbidden for you, is haram for you. If you are a Muslim, if you believe in the Quran, it is prohibited. If you do not believe in the Bible or do not believe in the Quran, let's analyze what does today's reason and logic and science say about pork. Today's science tells us that if you have the flesh of swine, there are chances that you may have no less than 70 different diseases. You can have pinworm, you can have roundworm. The most dangerous amongst all the diseases, it is tapeworm. It's called as Taenia solium. And it harbors in the intestine and is very long. Even if you cook the food very well, the eggs, the ova of Taenia solium does not die. And from the intestine, via the bloodstream, it can go to almost all the organs of your body. It can enter the eye and cause blindness. It can enter the heart and cause heart attack. It can enter the brain and cause brain damage. And by the time you realize you're suffering from the disease, it's an irreversible damage done. Furthermore, today science tells us that when you eat pork, it is more of fat-building material rather than muscle-building material. That's the reason most of the people who are regular pig eaters, they have got tires, they have got flaps. Today science tells us that by eating pork, there are high chances of having atherosclerosis. Today science tells us that if you eat pig regularly, you may have hypertension. That's the reason more than 50% of the Americans today, they're suffering from hypertension because most of them are pig eaters. Today science tells us that one of the most filthiest animal on the face of the earth is the pig. Wherever you find dirt and filth, you'll find the pig there. Today science also tells us that pig is one of the most shameless animal on the face of the earth. Pig today is one of the most shameless animal on the face of the earth. It enjoys seeing its spouse, seeing its mate have sex with his friend. In the Western countries, we have dance parties. After dance parties, we are swapping of wives. You sleep with my wife, I sleep with your wife. Do you think it's modest? And there is a scientific thing that you eat pig and you behave like pig. Hope this answers your question, sister.
Question is, are non-vegetarian food deficient in nutrition?
No, you have 10 more.
The brother asked a very good question. That are non-vegetarian food deficient in any nutrient? Yes, they are. It will be wrong on my part to say no. I'm not a fanatic non-vegetarian. It's deficient in carbohydrate, vitamin C. But this is easily available in vegetables. Non-vegetarian vegetables and fruits. They are rich in vitamin C. We can have fruits. But as a normal comparison, in nutritive value, if you analyze the non-veg food, as I mentioned earlier, it contains first-class proteins, high quality, and complete protein. Contains essential fatty acids, even iron. And one of the good foods is egg, which the speaker spoke so much against egg. The egg contains about 6 grams of protein, one large egg. The half of it is the egg white, and the egg white is known as an ideal protein. Ideal protein means a protein by which other proteins are judged. It contains all the essential amino acids in the right quantity. Egg also contains riboflavin, iron, folate, vitamin B12, vitamin D, vitamin E. One of the few only foods which contain vitamin D is egg. Egg is given to people who are sick and are convalescing, who are improving from sickness. You know why? It's easily digested, contains all the requirement. Spoke so much about egg, it has little negative factors also. It's also called as nutrient dense food because it contains all the essential nutrients in the right quantity without excess of any one particular substance and contains less calorie. Contains 70 calories only, one large egg. But there are many foods which contain essentials, amino acids, which are not there in the veg food. In the veg food, what we have to do, if we require all the nutrients, a person can be a veg and get the nutrients. How? By selecting the particular diet, by selecting the vegetable he's eating. If this vegetable is deficient in one amino acid, have the other vegetable which has it. So if he selectively chooses in the correct balance and monitors it, then he'll be healthy. In non-veg food, just have very non-veg food and normally you won't be deficient in these nutrients. Hope that answers the question.
The 10th most common question is, or the misconception about Islam is, that non-Muslims, many of them say, you Muslims, you eat animals and you behave like animals, violent and ferocious. You Muslims, you all have non-veg food and you behave like animals, violent and ferocious. I have to agree. Today science does tell us that what you eat has an effect on your behavior. And I agree with them, that what you eat has an effect on your behavior. That's the reason we Muslims, we are not allowed to eat ferocious and violent animals like tiger, leopard, lion, which are ferocious. We are only allowed to eat the peaceful animals like cow, goat, sheep, because we are peace-loving. The herbivorous animals, the peaceful, we say, Allah mein ki gaay hai, in Hindi we say. We are only allowed to eat the peaceful animals, the cattle. Quran says in Surah Araf, chapter number 7, verse number 157, the Prophet commands you that which is just and prohibits you that which is evil. He allows you that which is lawful and good and prohibits you that which is bad and impure. Allah repeats the message in Surah Hashar, chapter 59, verse number 7. Take what the Prophet assigns to you and abstain from that which the Prophet prohibits to you. So whatever Allah and His Rasul prohibit, we Muslim abstain from it. And there are various Sahih Hadith in Bukhari, in Muslim, Ibn Majah that speak about the prohibition of these violent animals, these carnivorous animals. It's mentioned in Sahih Muslim, in the book of hunting and slaughtering, Hadith number 4752. Also in Ibn Majah, chapter number 13, Hadith number 3232 and 3234. The various types of food that the Prophet has prohibited. Amongst them is animals that have carnivorous set of teeth, the carnivorous animals that belong to the cat family, like lion, tiger, cat, dog, wolf, hyenas, all these are prohibited. Certain rodents like mice, rats, rabbits with claws, certain reptiles like snakes, alligators, all these are prohibited. The Prophet also prohibited birds which have talons and claws, like vultures, eagles, crow, owls, etc. All these are prohibited.
Namaste. My name is J.P. Kharge. My question is short, relating to the earlier question pertaining to the non-veg food. What are the effects on the mind of the human being?
Brother asking the question, what are the effects on the mind of a human being by having non-veg food?
Yes.
And there are various researches done. Scientifically, it's healthy. Effect on the body, good muscles, good body, healthy, can live longer. Many, you can see my debate on, is non-veg food permitted or prohibited for a human being? As far as the question, I think you may be trying to hint that there's a research which says that what food you have has an effect on your behavior. So if you eat animals, then you start behaving like animals. Is it what you mean?
No. I am asking, what are the effects on the thinking of the human being?
That's what I'm trying to tell you, that there's one research which says that if you eat animals, you start behaving like animals, means the effect of animals. There is a research which says what you eat has an effect on your behavior. So that's the reason we Muslims, we are allowed to eat only peace-loving animals like cow, goat, sheep, because we are peace-loving human beings.
We are not permitted to have the ferocious animals like tiger, lion, leopard, because we don't want to be violent. So even if I agree with this research, I would like to say that Muslims are peace loving. As far as health is concerned, it is very healthy. If a person has some medical problem, having certain non-veg food is problematic. Like that, even veg food is problematic. The food that causes maximum death in the world, it is alcohol. Is alcohol veg or non-veg, brother? Alcohol is veg or non-veg?
Yes.
Veg.
Pardon?
Alcohol is veg or non-veg?
I am preparing vegetarian food.
Alcohol is veg or non-veg, brother? Alcohol is vegetarian or non-vegetarian food?
Veg.
Veg food. The maximum death in the world by any food, it is by vegetarian food, alcohol. Number 2 death, maximum, is because of smoking. Smoking, tobacco, veg or non-veg?
That is the non-veg.
Tobacco is veg or non-veg?
Cabbage is veg.
Not cabbage, tobacco.
Tobacco is the non-veg.
Tobacco is non-veg. You get from an
Veg, this is the vegetable.
vegetarian, correct. So maximum deaths that take place in the world is because of alcohol. Number 1, vegetarian. Tobacco, number 2, vegetarian. So there's more problem in vegetarian food in the world than non-veg food. If you have certain problems medical, there may be certain non-veg food which will be harmful, but more harm in the world is because of vegetarian food. So what is harmful? Quran says ban. Quran doesn't ban all vegetables. Quran bans alcohol. Surah Ma'idah chapter 5 verse number 90. And even smoking. Surah Baqarah chapter 2 verse 195. Because it is slow poisoning. So whatever is wrong should be banned. Quran does not ban all vegetables. For more details, refer to my video cassette, is non-veg food permitted or prohibited for a human being? Hope that answers the question.
Okay, thank you.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Welcome back, friends. I hope you enjoyed the video till the last minute. Respected audience, Almighty Allah has created different animals on this planet. But remember that every animal is not halal for you. So respected audience, there are some animals who are walking on 2 legs like kangaroo, and there are some animals who are walking on 4 feet like ox, buffalo, lion, elephant, different animals that they are walking on 4 feet. So respected audience, the only thing that you have to remember that each animals Almighty Allah has created them for the benefit of this human being. Almighty Allah has revealed complete chapter, complete surah in the Holy Quran by the name of Suratul An'am. وَالْخَيْلَ وَالْبِغَالَ وَالْحَمِيرَ لِتَرْكَبُوهَا وَزِينَ وَيَخْلُقُ مَا لَا تَعْلَمُونَ وَعَلَى اللَّهِ قَصْدُ السَّبِيلِ وَمِنْهَا جَائِرٌ وَلَوْ شَاءَ لَهَدَاكُمْ أَجْمَعِينَ. Respected audience, this universe and each and everything that we can see with our naked eye, this has been created by Almighty Allah. And Almighty Allah clearly mentioned in the Holy Quran, Inna nahnu nazzalna zikra wa inna lahu lahafizun. We revealed this zikr and we will protect it. So remember that Almighty Allah has revealed this Holy Quran, this surah, and in the Holy Quran each and everything were mentioned by Almighty Allah is 100% correct and authentic. So this question has been asked by the person that what do you think or what do you mean by eating pork in Islam or in Christianity? So it is totally prohibited. Almighty Allah clearly mentioned in the Holy Quran, حرمت عليكم الميتة والدم ولحم الخنزير وما أهل لغير الله به والمنخنقة والموقوذة والمتردية والنتويحة وما أكل السبع إلا ما زكيتم وما ذبح على النسب وأن تستقسموا بالأزلام. Respected audience, pig is totally prohibited. It is called najasul ayn. You cannot take help from any kind of help from this bloody pig, because it has clearly mentioned by the Holy Quran that it is totally prohibited for you. So respected audience, it is very clear from Quran and Hadith that pig is totally prohibited for Muslim. And I don't know why the Western people, they are eating so many times the pig's meat. They are making them in foodies and like different things. They use this meat of pig. So respected audience, Dr. Zakir Naik gave very beautiful answer. I hope you enjoy the video. If you like the video, subscribe the channel and share it with your friends.